Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about anxiety and depression and how to deal with it. Okay, so I think these are all terms that we've heard before. Someone saying that they're dealing with anxiety or depression, and I think we normally kind of like, we're so quick to just label someone and just want to like take a step back, like we just are very wary of things or mental issues per se, that we just kind of have a negative connotation to it. Like someone saying that they have anxiety, sometimes people look at it like, oh, you're just weak or whatever. And end of the day, these are real conditions, regardless of whatever you want to call it. It is a condition that people can feel. I feel like almost anyone probably has had points in their life where they've experienced anxiety or even depression, and you won't even realize it because you're just going through it and you're just trying to keep pushing on through and completely ignoring the fact that your body is reacting a certain way. Like, it's important to consider that. So I feel like from my experiences, I've had anxiety. I've never really had anxiety attacks, but more than anything, I feel like anxiety comes from just a feeling that you have, like a nervousness or an anxiousness that, it's maybe through a situation that you feel like you're not handling well, or you're not going through it properly, or something that's just causing you to feel a type of way, that's just not in your normal state of calmness. Okay, so I feel like all humans came into this world calm and peace, and it's just situations in life that has caused us to react a certain way. So from my understanding of it, it's always caused by a situation and how you are handling it. Okay, so I feel like from what I've been reading and researching, and just even other YouTubers that I've watched that have spoken about this, and maybe even realize, hey, I'm actually someone who's experiencing anxiety, because sometimes you won't even know. So end of the day, anxiety, I feel like, is when you are not being present. Okay, so anxiety normally has got to do with something that you are anticipating or scared of. So it's when you are in the future. So maybe you have an interview in 3 days, and now you're anxious, you're not breathing properly, you're having panic attacks, you're feeling sick, very just not in a normal calm state. And that's because why? You are in the future. You're not probably in your mind imagining worst case scenarios, picturing things and making the situation worse than what it actually is. Okay, so that's my idea of what I think anxiety is when you're not being present and you're in the future and determining things that even you don't have control of. Okay, what I think depression is when you are in the past. So it's when a situation has happened and you're not, or your mind is set in that situation. So whether maybe something sad happened to you, now you're sad and you're going through a stage of depression. All of these emotions are normal and they're real, and we are bound to experience them, and it's okay and it's important to experience it. Nothing is wrong with you if you are depressed. Okay, it is bound to happen to you in any shape or form. Okay, so all I know is that when you are feeling these ways, it's important to, one, allow yourself to. Okay, don't force yourself to not feel a certain way, but it's always stemming from the fact that you're either in the future or in the past. The most important thing to do is when you're feeling anxiety or depression is to be present. Okay, so be present in the moment that you're in. And I normally have started adapting what we call as meditation. I'm sure you all know what meditation is. So there's ways to meditate. I'm not going to really speak about it in the videos, but it has helped me a lot. Okay, so meditation basically is just being present, and it's just a skill to teach you to be present and to help you regain peace and balance in your life. Okay, so if it's done right, it can really save you from bills in the hospital, because at the end of the day, these psychosomatic illnesses or difficulties that we experience can compromise our physical health. You can end up being in hospital if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't take a seat back. So what I felt like has helped me a lot is to meditate. Meditation allows you to deal with the problem, at hand, which is just, there isn't a problem that is right now. It's either you're in the past thinking of things that you should have done, or you in the future thinking of things that you should do, and now it's overwhelming you of all the things that you need to do. So meditation is something that I have adopted, and I feel like it's helped me a lot to ground myself, to be present, to allow myself to feel what I need to feel and let those emotions come in. So as I said, meditation is being in the present moment. So it's just zoning back into you. There are different techniques, so I'm not gonna really go into detail on how to meditate, because it's really depending on you. You know, you'll see people in poses like in lotus poses and legs crossed, but for me, I feel like it can happen in any way. Sometimes you don't have time to be sitting down, you know, maybe you're busy and you got things to do, or I don't know, but it just depends on how you feel like you can do it. People can meditate even through dancing, even through going for a walk. It's just allowing yourself to, you know, zone back into, so you're just not trying to think too much, so you're not allowing yourself to think too much, just like grounding yourself, getting back into your senses, being calm, breathing. Deep breathing really helps, you know, be in your senses. So look at what you're seeing, allow yourself to, you know, so I'm looking at that tree, okay, good. Now you're looking at that tree, zoning in, you're listening to whatever you're hearing, you know, you just zone back into your senses, and then allow thoughts to come through to you, and kind of not judge them, but allow those thoughts and those feelings, whatever feelings that will pop up, that will come into you, because now you're not resisting, you're not in the future, you're not in the past, you're allowing yourself to be present, you're going back into yourself, back into your senses, back into you. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the peace comes, when you are allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel. Because when you are present, then that's when the depression and the anxiety kind of fades away, because you've been in the now. And in the now is where you can find all the answers that you actually need, that are not in the future, that are not in the past, that are with you. Okay, so it's just something that I've adopted, you know. And at the end of the day, it's also important to realize that you don't have the power to change anything, especially in the past. You have no power to change anything that's happened in the past. You don't even have the power to change what's happening in the future, because you don't even know what's about to happen in the future. So allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, but be present. I feel like that's the number one thing that people need to understand that are dealing with anxiety and depression. Be present. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel in this present moment, okay? And it's just important to ground yourself as well. A lot of things that I like to do is to just be at peace, be outside with Mother Nature, because she loves us, and we all come from nature, you know. Get some fresh air, go for a walk, go swimming, you know, do things that you love. What do you like to do? Do you like to read? Read a book, you know, do something that's meaningful to you, that's going to give you a peace, that's going to balance you mentally and emotionally. Okay, so it's important to do things that will make you happy, to put you back in a normal state, okay, or the state that is you, which is calm, peaceful, and you are not anxiety, you're not a depression. And just also take it easy, don't strain yourself, you know. Take that time off. If you're at work, take that time off, take the time to be alone if you need to be, you know, reflect. But don't overthink, because sometimes it can drive you crazy. Like, I think I have a problem with overthinking, and I think, okay, let me meditate, and I end up not meditating, just overthinking and thinking about problems. And thinking a lot about your problems doesn't help you, actually. It might actually create more problems. So take a step back. If you need to be alone, be alone. But I feel like number one thing you can do is to be present. I do that through meditation. Do things that you love. Put yourself in a calm state, okay? And things will be okay, you know. Rest, take care of yourself, eat healthy as well, and know that when we are in a rant, I know I do it, I eat junk, I'm just in a mess. Sometimes junk food can also make you feel a bit worse, you know. Sometimes it's good to just, if you can control one thing, control what you're putting into your body, because that can also result in what will come out in your thoughts, in your mind, and you know, how you are handling life, okay? So it's important to just have that sort of balance. Okay, so this is just a short video of just how to cope with anxiety and depression my way. Okay, there are other ways that you can do it. You can go online, people can go get medical treatment. There are a lot of ways to do it, but it's important to, more than anything, to be present, because that is why you are feeling depressed or having anxiety, because you're not being present in that moment. Okay, so yeah, that's my video. And anyone that's dealing with this, and maybe you can tell me your experiences and how you've managed to cope with it. And you know, there's a lot of things that can cause us to have anxiety and depression. You know, we go through things in life, but also important to know that, you know, focus on yourself and take care of yourself, and don't strain yourself. So yeah.